Ever wonder why you can't put your phone down? Even when you want to? It's not laziness. It's chemistry. Your brain is being hacked. And the worst part? You don't even know it. Half of the neurons responsible for pleasure are firing right now, just because of tiny pixels on your screen. Here's the deal. Every swipe, it releases a tiny chemical confetti in your brain called dopamine. And dopamine? It's the same molecule that keeps gamblers glued to slot machines. So yeah, you are basically a wired slot machine with Wi-Fi. Now, dopamine is the teaser. But there's another player, serotonin, that's the satisfaction police. Social media constantly teases with dopamine, but rarely delivers the deep satisfaction that serotonin provides. It's like trying to eat a chocolate cake that keeps moving away every time you reach for it. Your brain is smart, but it keeps falling for the same joke. It's a trick of anticipation versus actual reward. Ever checked Instagram for just 5 minutes, and suddenly it's 2 in the morning? That's because your prefrontal cortex, the CEO of your brain responsible for logical decisions and impulse control, is basically taking a nap. Meanwhile, the limbic system, the primitive, thrill-seeking part of your brain, is throwing an all-night dopamine rave inside your skull. It hijacks your sense of time, pulling you deeper into the scroll. Let's dive deeper into the neuroscience. Inside your brain, there's a structure called the nucleus accumbens. Think of it as your brain's pleasure hub. When you get a notification, this hub is tricked into thinking that little buzz or ping is as vital as finding food or escaping danger. Your neurons don't care if it's a cat meme, a text from a friend, or breaking news. To them, a reward is a reward. This system, which evolved for survival, is now being exploited by technology. But the real danger? It's something I call asymmetric danger. The brain craves novelty more than it craves the actual content. It's not about what you see. It's about the fact that it's different asterisk from what you just saw. Every time something slightly new pops up on your feed, dopamine spikes. This creates a relentless cycle. It's a chemical addiction designed by our innate boredom and the endless opportunity to see something new. And this ties directly into our evolution. Humans are social creatures. For hundreds of thousands of years, our survival depended on our social standing, our need for attention, and the tribe's approval. So when someone likes your post, your brain's ancient wiring interprets it like, "Congratulations, you survived another day in the tribe, you're safe." And if nobody likes it, your brain can trigger a micro-panic. It feels like a tiny social extinction event. Scientists even ran an experiment to test this. They told participants to resist checking their phone notifications for just 1 hour. The results were immediate. Their heart rate went up. Their hands started to sweat. Their mood tanked. Their brains were literally screaming, "I need that hit." This isn't about having weak willpower. It's basic biology, supercharged with a high-tech twist. We are fighting our own internal wiring. Think of your brain as a nightclub. Dopamine is the DJ, spinning the tunes that make you feel good and want more. And social media? It's the strobe light flashing, unpredictable, and never letting your neurons rest. It's completely mesmerizing until you realize you're not the one in control of the party. You don't own the club, you don't choose the music, and you can't find the exit. So, are we doomed? Not exactly. The prefrontal cortex, that brain's CEO we talked about, can learn to resist. It can be trained. Practices like mindfulness, setting intentional breaks, and performing dopamine resets can help retrain your brain to break free from this cycle. But that's a cliffhanger for a future video. Because right now, your brain still thinks this video might give it another little hit of information. Why do you find yourself scrolling endlessly at night? Even when you know you'll regret it in the morning? Half the answer is dopamine, that relentless pursuit of the next little reward. The other half is evolution. Your ancestors never had a digital slot machine in their pocket, constantly offering novelty and social validation 24/7. Their brains were not built for this environment. Your brain is caught in a powerful feedback loop. You get a notification, which triggers a dopamine spike, which leads to a craving for more. So you scroll, you get another reward, and the cycle repeats. These are tiny, almost invisible chemical nudges, yet they control hours of your day, your finite attention, and even your moods. Each scroll is a micro decision, but they add up to a macro problem. And here's the jaw dropper, the most incredible and terrifying part of this whole equation. Your brain's reward circuits don't care if the post is fake news, a harmless meme, or a serious, well-researched article. They can't tell truth from nonsense. They can only distinguish novelty from boredom. The system is designed to seek new, not true. This makes us incredibly vulnerable to misinformation and manipulation, all happening at a subconscious chemical level. So the next time you instinctively reach for your phone, just remember, it's not just you making that choice. It's 200,000 years of human evolution, wired, rewritten, and exploited by algorithms designed to keep you hooked. Your brain isn't lazy. It's a brilliant, ancient machine trapped in a modern chemical funhouse, a maze with no obvious exit sign. And the scariest part? You might be smiling at the memes, while your neurons are the ones doing the real scrolling. Thanks for watching.